Fatima
Yeah.
Zahra Laarbi, a Marakshia, and a long-time colleague and friend, and of course, I would consider a pillar of the HAF Foundation.
Thank you so much,
So
Yossef.
many years of dedicated, incredible work that you've done on our behalf and serving communities in all different parts of Morocco. I'm grateful to be able to sit with you and to hear some of your thoughts about reflecting on your years of the work that you've given to women's groups, particularly, but also, students and farmers and people from all different walks of Morocco. Ms. Laarbi, let me ask you this. Do you remember the very first time you heard the words HAF Foundation?
Yes, thank you. First of all, thank you, Mr. Yossef, for the amazing introduction. I'm really happy about this and to be part of HAF Foundation. Yes, I still recall very well. First of all, I learned about HAF Foundation through my colleague, Mr. Abdelrahim Walghaidi, who recommended the work with HAF Foundation. And I started with HAF Foundation almost 8 years ago, from October 2012 up to now. And I truly believe in the participatory approach that HAF has applied in all its development projects. Yeah, I still remember that day. And I still remember the day where we met at Café du Livre. Yeah. Frankly, I enjoy every moment at this organization. Yeah, I have witnessed its growth, challenges, and success. And every time HAF launches like a new project, that makes my heart full with of happiness and joy. And I like all HAF projects because that satisfy the needs of the rural and the urban communities in my beloved country. Yeah.
When you said that that you enjoyed all your moments, I was thinking, well, I'm going to try to find one that you didn't. Development and the nature of life means that there is difficulty and challenge. Let me ask this question. You have heard hundreds, if not thousands, of voices of people expressing about their lives and the challenges. And do you remember one of the first times that you felt deeply touched, truly emotional, that you realized, early on in those 8 years that you were in for a very, truthful, challenging experience because of the problems or the life conditions that people were describing to you?
For me, actually, challenges sound more positive than problems. Actually, we face difficult moments, and also when we conducted like workshops with people, we heard that they face trouble and difficult, but with the support and kind actions, help people to resolve it in a smooth way. And I'm always think positively and think that we can learn from it, and we can take it as an opportunity to grow. And the same for the HAF Foundation. For example, we face many difficult moments, but with the support and the kindness or the kind action of co-worker, and especially you, Yossef, you are very supportive. We always resolve it smoothly, and we learn from it, and it makes us grow more, and there is always a room for growing. So challenges, it sound more positive, always.
When in your life, I mean, so the attitude you described is something that, we carry with us, before the HAF Foundation, after the HAF Foundation. It's sort of an outlook of life that you described. Is it something that you felt you've always had, an ability to look at the positive, to think positive, to believe positive? Is it something that you felt that's been with you for your life, early in your life?
Actually, before it wasn't, but I'm training myself to do that. And the High Atlas Foundation helped me a lot because it shaped my personality, and it makes me always look at the positive side.
Has your family, have people, the loved ones in your life, people close to you in your life, have they remarked of changes through these 8 years that they've come to see in you?
Sure, especially my parents. I have a great parent, and my father was a great encouragement for me, who saw the changes, and when I worked with High Atlas Foundation, and he saw how I was inspired by the people I met at High Atlas Foundation, and he always encourage me and encourage my brothers too to work in nonprofit organizations, because it's a noble mission, and he see the impact of that, and I'm very proud of that.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's always nice to know things that, things that the HAF Foundation is part of that not the rest of us know. I mean, maybe you only knew that, Fatima Zahra, that it's had that kind of encouragement in your family. But it makes me very happy, I guess, or it brings me contentment to know that there are things that the HAF Foundation does that are nice and that I didn't know. Let me ask you this. Sometimes I think to myself, if we can only achieve this project, then I'll feel really, really fulfilled. Or that if I don't want to look back at the end of this and say, oh, but we didn't do this. Is there something, Fatima Zahra, that you feel that's really, really important to you that you would like to have accomplished as part of your leadership role in the HAF Foundation? What to you is a primary project or goal that you feel that may not yet be fulfilled, but that is deeply important to you?
This is very important question, actually, and it's a deep question. For me, the purpose, or the highest purpose, or the goal, as you said, is to expand the empowerment workshop everywhere and whenever and wherever there is a need. For example, not only in the villages, the rural villages, or the urban communes, universities, but also for prisons, schools, youth, men, women, and in all Morocco and all local communities and villages and neighborhoods that can participate and benefit from this transformative manner from Imagine workshop, and especially for women and youth and marginalized people, and to be like a truly successful example of the empowerment pathway for not only for the Morocco, but for the world.
Yeah, when you said that to prisons, we always try to benefit people who need it most, the most remote, or the most who face the most difficulties. And so we should naturally, or just absolutely want to be of service to people in prisons. And so let's hope, inshallah, Fatima Zahra, that together we can realize this important vision that you just described.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Let me ask you this, Ms. Laarbi. Is there a situation or a story that you've experienced in the field, and that when you went home, you described it to your family, and you saw an emotional reaction from them? You saw that it really, they felt something? And if so, can you share that story that you conveyed to them?
Actually, there are many stories, Yossef, because as you know, we conducted many workshops in the High Atlas Mountain and all the places where High Atlas Foundation works. But the best transformation stories that took place, especially after the empowerment workshop, and it touched me, and that crossed my mind right now is Hanan's story. She was a participant at the 4 days with us. She is 15 years old, and she was working as a housekeeper because she lost her mother. And after the workshop on the last day, if I still recall, decided to go back to school. And her story really show how education is empowerment, and she was convinced and has like a courage to make this decision in a harsh environment. And Hanan's hope and future change because of this program, and this touched me a lot. And I keep saying this to my family, my friends, and I consider it as a great example of this and the great outcome from the workshops that High Atlas Foundation conducted.
In your life, Fatima Zahra, did you always know that you would go to university? Was there ever a question when you were 12, 13, 15 years old that you would go on to study and have a university degree? Was there ever any doubt in your mind about that?
Actually, for me, since I was in urban area, and my sister was the eldest sister. She was preparing her PhD at that time. She encouraged me and inspired me to pursue my higher studies. So for me, I don't have that problem. But when I conducted like workshop in a rural area, and I heard about education, I know how I'm blessed to be in my family and in urban area and in a good condition that helps me to pursue my studies. But for me, always education, for girls, something touched my heart a lot.
Does your sister know, or I mean, do you ever talk about that she has had that important influence effect in your life in regards to your studies?
Yes, she inspired me and she oriented me to, now she is still encouraging me to study more. And I'm always taking her as an example or as a model for in my life.
Is, yeah, is there anything we can do, Fatima Zahra, now that this is like a work meeting now, is there anything we can do to support you in continuing your studies?
Thank you so much, Yossef. I'm very grateful to you because I'm always saying that you are a very supportive person. And I still remember when I just have like just the bachelor degree, and I told you that I would like to study at night in the French school, and you encouraged me to do so. And you celebrated with the High Atlas Foundation staff my success at the end of the year, and this means a lot to me. And this is one of the best memories that I still recall. I think if I have a chance to continue my studies, I will not miss this opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
thanks God that now I have my husband who supports me too. He is preparing his PhD and he encouraged me to do so. So I have the supported system from the family and from the High Atlas Foundation, and which is good. Thank you.
Is there when you think, so it's been 8 years, and I mean, how do you feel about the next 2 years, the next 10 years? I mean, when you look in the future, what emotions or what thoughts, or how does the future make you feel in terms of your work and so forth? What is the kind of thoughts that come to your mind when you consider the future?
10
That's
years from
that's
now,
a vague question.
it's hard to answer this question, but I'm always thinking about to make my professional experience more strong and learn more skills, especially in the development. The field where High Atlas Foundation works, because I have many opportunities that that was offered to me, but I'm always not hesitating to take these jobs because it doesn't fit my intention and my goals with High Atlas Foundation. So I'm always thinking about improving my skills in this domain and work for a long term with High Atlas Foundation.
Yeah. You know, when I hear you say that, you've always been wanting to, grow in your capacities and your abilities and your skills and your, in experiences. And if I had to describe or reflect on 8 years, I think that would be, about at the top of someone who always wanted to just enhance and become more and more and never stop in that kind of growth. You've always had that, Fatima Zahra.
Thank you so much. And this is because of you, Yossef. You give me the opportunity to work as an office manager, then financial manager of all High Atlas Foundation project, then financial manager of a specific project. And you support me with the Imagine workshop. Now it's 5 years I'm in this program, and I'm making it expanded. And now I'm a regional coach, and this is many things that I benefited from High Atlas Foundation, and it helps me build my capacities, and I'm very grateful for that, Yossef.
You know, it's amazing to think that Imagine is in everything now.
Yeah.
Who would have? Isn't that incredible? When you think about that, Fatima Zahra. I mean, of everything you just said, which is so much, if we even take that, that the empowerment methodology is in tree planting, is in education, is in public health, is in everything we do, begins with discovery and self-belief and confidence. And so I thank you with all my heart, and forever I will, for making that who we are.
Thank you so much. Thank you to you.
I'm grateful to you. Thank you. So we're going to conclude, but I hope everyone enjoyed meeting someone who's been such an important person in my life, in the life of the High Atlas Foundation, in the lives of so many people in Morocco, Fatima Zahra Laarbi. And I thank you, Fatima Zahra. Say hi to your family.
Thank you, Yossef.
All the best.
Thank you. I'm truly excited that I'm part of High Atlas family. Thank you so much, Yossef. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you.